Hey guys, I've decided to give doing a weekly reading vlog a go. They look like a lot of fun to film. I love watching them. They're one of my favorite videos to watch on BookTube, so I thought I'd give it a try. Today, I couldn't film when I was reading it because I was out in public and I'm awkward enough at home by myself. But I started reading The Haunting of House Hill by Shirley Jackson. I decided I wanted to read it before I watched the Netflix adaptation. And I'm 5% in, so I'm barely in at all. I was just reading it while I was waiting to be seen at an appointment. But I just wanted to quickly say that I absolutely love the way Shirley Jackson introduces the characters to us. We know their names, obviously. We know a few basic personality traits that I'm sure will be expanded as we get in further. And she also introduces a few connections that they have. Not to each other or anything like that, but to the world. Siblings, family members, desires, things like that. And we also learn their interests in Hill House. So I'm pretty excited to keep reading it once I've done some editing. I'll probably include some of my writing progress in these as well because that's really important and that is priority for me. And I will see you in the next update. Hopefully I can make these interesting and not too long. So see ya! Hey guys, just making a coffee and then I'm going to do some editing before I do reading, and then I will be reading. Actually, I do need to go on YouTube and double check and make sure the description's okay for the video I posted last night and then make it public. So that's my plan for the moment. See you soon. I was actually just about to start reading and, doing this reading vlog thing when my cat accidentally pulled the plug out of the blow-up mattress that I'm using in my reading fort, and it inflated and he freaked out and now he won't come back into the room. Pets, right? Okay, so I've got my coffee. It's a latte with some chocolate in it, so I guess it's technically a mocha, kind of, but, whatever. I've got water. I have my unicorn lamp, my e-reader, and my notebook that I use to take notes in when I'm reading for reviews and things. And, of course, my Captain America pen that I really, really like. He was the only one left in the store. I was super excited to get him. And I bought this table the other day for my reading fort. It's pretty sturdy. Apparently it can hold up to 20 kilos. So even if my cat decides to get on, who is not 20 kilos, he's about 7, it should still be okay. And maybe I'll show you my reading fort quickly. So that's the table. I've got these spiderweb fairy lights going all the way up the shelf that I've got here. I've got the blow-up mattress that I'm sitting on. It's actually a kid's one, but I'm really short, so I can't really lie down in it, but I can stretch my legs out. I have my jumper in case I get cold, a blanket in case I get cold. I've got a bean bag there, but it's not got a lot of beans in it anymore, so I can't really use it. And I'm thinking of getting rid of this, because I don't think it's actually necessary. And of course, the fort itself, which is just a blanket that we don't use. Alright. Oh, and of course my lovely signed photo of Carrie Ooles in The Princess Bride. I love that movie. It's my favorite fantasy movie, I think. And my sister got it signed for me for my birthday a few years ago. And my very messy manga and Japanese studies shelves. And that's my desk, if anyone was wondering. Alright, so I'm going to start reading and I will let you know what's going on in a bit. Okay, just read a really cool quote. It's not spoilery, but I thought I'd read it to you. The sound of her feet on the wood of the veranda was an outrage in the utter silence. How awesome is that line? Am I too excited? Maybe. I've just read the scene where Theodora and Eleanor meet, and I'm not going to go into spoilers, but it was a little weird. They're acting very strange with each other. I think it's a lot to do with when this book was written. I can't quite remember when, but it is an older book. And I think it's just sort of the style of the dialogue. It's all very, if you saw this in a modern book, you'd think that it was kind of maybe awkward and stiff, depending on your preferences, I suppose. But I'm interested to keep going and see how the rest of the characters meet and how they react to each other. Though I am thinking I might actually get out of the reading fort because my hips are not feeling good today, it seems. So I might move back up to my desk and read there. I'm also thinking about maybe a little nap because it's quite warm here and I'm really drained. So I'm going to finish my coffee and then make a decision about that. So see you soon. I have another quick update. I did move from the fort because it looks like my cat might have actually punctured the mattress, so I'm in my chair now, a bit more comfortable. I'm thinking about maybe taking in an armchair from the lounge room. We have an armchair in there, and moving it into my reading fort, but I'll have to see if I can be bothered to do that right now. Still thinking about that nap because I'm really starting to drain, but I read a bit more of The Haunting of Hill House, and the group's all together now. I'm looking forward to seeing how they all get together. There's been a bit of weird camaraderie between them. They've been very jokey and playful, and I wish I could be like that with people I didn't know, but I will let you know as I get further in. I'm hoping to finish the book today. It's pretty short from what I can see, so I should be able to. Alright, so check in soon. Okay, so I just finished my nap, and surprise, I slept a lot longer than I was actually thinking I would. So I'm making another coffee, which I probably shouldn't do, and then I'm going to finish reading my book. I don't know if I should bring the fan in or something. It's just been very warm, and maybe that's why, I think that's why I've been so, oh, that's my finger, out of it today, but we'll have to see. Tomorrow's also going to be warm, but it's not supposed to be as warm as it was today. It got to about 36 degrees Celsius here. I don't know what that's like in Fahrenheit, but it's pretty warm, so I'm gonna make my coffee and then get back into reading. Alright, I'm set up again. Going to give the mattress another try. It feels a bit better this time, so maybe I just didn't plug it properly. I've got my little USB fan plugged into my laptop so that I don't get too hot. And coffee, water, this book seat that I thought might come in handy if I get too lazy to hold my e-reader, because it, like I said, it's very warm. And sometimes my fiber doesn't like that, so let's hop back in. Okay. This isn't really a spoiler. A character was just thinking to herself, and she likes apple pie with sour cream. Is that a thing? Do people, or did they used to do that? I know it's an older book. It doesn't sound nice to me. Oh, and say hi to Malcolm. He likes to read with me. And he finally came back after the previous popping incident, so... Alright, I'm gonna keep reading. Alright, today is the 3rd of November, which means that Mary's Books and Cookies on Tumblr 1000 pages readathon is beginning. I've edited my 2 chapters for today. I might do more later, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm quickly going to do some highlighting in the notes I've made from my editing just so that I can find things easily. And then I'm going to start reading. I didn't finish reading The Haunting of Hill House yesterday, so that's my goal today. And then I'm going to start on the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. So, wish me luck! In case anyone is wondering, or is as excited about stationery as I am, I've been using the Pilot Friction ballpoint pens and the Pilot Friction pastel highlighters for a lot of stuff. I've been annotating my most well-loved copy of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and I'm doing one for my sister as well because I want to try and get her to read it, and she said that might help her because she's tried before and she thought it was too dry. The advantage to these is, of course, that you can actually use the little friction nub thing at the end, and you can actually erase the ink on both the pens and the highlighters. So that puts a little bit less pressure on to get everything exactly right, and I have problems with that. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so these are actually perfect for me. And I like using pastel highlighters specifically because the neon ones are a bit too distracting for me. The pastel ones, they sit on the page a lot nicer, a lot more calmly, and I can read the text without worrying too much about how bright the highlighter is. That might sound weird to some people, but maybe some people will get it. Also, how adorable is this pencil case that my cousin got me for my birthday this year, because I love unicorns. And I'm trying out something different with my reading nook right now. I've still got the blanket, though I've weighted it a bit better with some manga and some comic books that don't fit in my shelf. I've got my table here. If you're wondering why I have toilet rolls everywhere, it's because we don't buy tissues, we just use toilet paper. It's never been in the bathroom, so it's completely clean. And I've put this chair in, but as you can see, Malcolm loves this chair. And it's very warm today, and I'm not sure he's coping well with it, so I'm thinking I'm just going to leave him there and I will read in my chair at my desk. But we'll see if he moves. I might steal the seat back, because it is mine. But at the very least, you get a cute shot of my cat, Malcolm. Good boy. Say hi, Malcolm. Okay, so I managed to steal the spot from Malcolm. He's sitting over in the sun now. I've got a cat fur on my face. I'm not going to say too much, because I'm not planning on spoiling this book for you guys. But a character dynamic has just shifted like full 180 degrees, and I'm wondering if maybe the house is manipulating the situation somehow, because it's called The Haunting of Hill House, so that would make sense. But I'm going to keep reading and find out what's going on. Okay, so things are starting to amp up. I'm going to tell you now that I love horror, but I don't actually get scared by it. So for a horror novel or a horror movie or a horror video game to be successful for me, it has to have a good, interesting story, creepy setting, cool ghosts. I'm really into ghosts. And I just got to a point in this, and oh damn, basically is what is going through my head right now. It was done really well. I've seen this sort of thing before, but just the way it was done was brilliant. There wasn't any lead up to it necessarily, it just sort of happened, and I think that's really cool. So I'm going to get back to reading and hopefully find out what exactly is going on. I think I'm starting to get to the crux of it now. Okay, I just read a little line that I liked, and I'm going to read it to you. It's not spoilery, really. I'll read it and then tell you why. Peace, Eleanor thought concretely. What I want in all this world is peace. A quiet spot to lie and think. A quiet spot up among the flowers where I can dream and tell myself sweet stories. And I feel like that's exactly what I've done. Building my little reading fort here. I've wanted to do it for a long time. It's only very recently that I did it. I've wanted to do it for a really long time because it just seemed like such a peaceful kind of place to read. I look at people's photos of their reading nooks all the time, and I've always loved them. And I'm happy to finally have mine, even though I'm still working on it. Maybe I'll put something up in the background here for when I'm filming, so it's a little less, sorry about the train, a little less dull. And I might be going to IKEA soon to test out a few chairs so that I don't have to use this outside chair. Maybe find something a bit more comfortable. Alright, back to reading I go. I just want to take a quick minute to say that I really appreciate all of the welcome comments on my booktube newbies tag. I wasn't expecting to get such a great reaction this early in because I'm still very new. I thought it would take a while to gain some traction, but I'm getting some welcomes, I'm getting some subscribers, I'm finding new people to subscribe to, and that is everything I wanted, really. So I'm very happy, and thank you guys so much for being so welcoming. Hopefully I can continue to make content that you enjoy and maybe improve on my content. I know that I'm not very fancy yet. I don't have fancy equipment or anything like that. I'm doing everything through my phone, including the editing. But hopefully I can grow and develop my style and my own voice as a booktuber here. So I'm going to get back to reading now that I've been a little emotional, and I will update you soon. Okay, so I just finished The Haunting of Hill House. I read 107 pages of that today, so that's 107 pages for the 1,000 page readathon that I'm partaking in. Not a bad start. I really liked this book. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 because there were some things, I think because it was published in 1959, I think. So there were some parts of it that, to a modern reader, felt a bit strange. Dialogue was a bit weird and things like that, but I loved the book. I love the way it ended. I'm not going to say anything. If I do a review, maybe I'll do like a spoilery. I don't know, I see sometimes people do like the spoiler-free review and then the spoilery book discussion, and I'm very interested in that, so that's something I might actually end up giving a try for books that really catch me. I'll be doing a write-up review, as I try to do that with pretty much every book I read. But I might only occasionally do reviews for books video-wise, I'm not sure. But I really loved it, I would absolutely recommend it. And now I can watch the Netflix show, though I've been told that that's very different from the book. So that's pretty cool. I like it when there are differences between the book and the movie/TV show adaptation. I know that might not be a popular opinion, but I think it gives you something to enjoy in both of them a lot more. So I'm thinking I'm going to hop right into where I was up to in the Mistborn trilogy, and I'll update you again later. Oops, I lied. I'm actually going to write down some notes now that I've finished the book to help me write my review later. It helps me to write down what I'm feeling like right after the book, and then even if I don't write the review for a few days, I've still got something fresh from just finishing the book that I can use for the review. Cat hair. The joys of living with a cat. Hey guys, it's Saturday night. Technically it's Sunday morning. I didn't really get much more reading done, and I'm probably not going to be able to get any done tomorrow either because I've got D&D all day, so I'm just filming this quick little wrap up so that I can add it to the end of my video and then I can upload it for you guys for Monday. I'm thinking I don't know if I'll do Monday through Sunday, well, yeah, Monday through Sunday, or if I'll do Wednesday through Sunday, but I haven't decided yet. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Don't forget, if you want, you can like this, subscribe, comment. I would absolutely love to hear what you have to say, and I will see you next time.